family, welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Falcons going up against the Broncos.
Well, Larry, we'll have to go a long way to match the excitement from Houston last year, but this crowd is ready to give it a shot as we welcome you into our EA Sports telecast of Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Well over 100 million people watching around the world. Welcome to you all. Super Bowl 52 underway from Minneapolis. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now.
They run again on first down. Anderson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw is Simeon. Forced out to his left. And now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green 39! Green 39!
On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Off the play fake to Charles. This is Simeon sliding out of the pocket. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They snap it to Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was fourth down and the possession changes. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal from the 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Simeon. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go.
To throw on second is Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
Leopard. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Again, it'll be Freeman. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points. But boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. So the Broncos coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Green 39. Gone. Over. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Steps away to his left. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's Simeon. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, Simeon buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They give it to Anderson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line. Back to throw, Simeon. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They're going to run with Charles. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. McManus able to put it through. So these two teams will head back to their respective locker rooms here in Super Bowl 52 from Minnesota. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Simeon on first down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and goal to go now. Again, it'll be Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Coleman now. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. There's Simeon. Screen pass to Charles. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right on the 30-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
Simeon. Dancing to his left. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Two minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go.
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now. Lucky 56. Gone. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at that. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.